হ্যালো এভরিবডি, ওয়েলকাম টু মাই ইউটিউব চ্যানেল সন্দীপ চন্দ্র SVHS। আজকের এই ভিডিওতে থাকছে ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল কাউন্সিল অফ হায়ার সেকেন্ডারি এডুকেশন অর্থাৎ এইচএস কাউন্সিলের তরফ থেকে প্রকাশিত মডেল কোয়েশ্চেন, যেটা উচ্চ মাধ্যমিক সেমিস্টার 4-এর জন্যে তার মডেল সেটের সেট নাম্বার 2 আজকের এই ভিডিওতে আমি তোমাদের সামনে তুলে ধরছি। এই যে সেট বা এর আগেও একটা সেট ছিল এবং এর পরেও আরও 6টা সেট আছে। যদি তোমরা এই টোটাল 8টা সেট পিডিএফ আকারে চাও নিজেদের প্রস্তুতির জন্যে, তাহলে অবশ্যই ডেসক্রিপশানে আমার যে টেলিগ্রাম চ্যানেলের লিঙ্ক দেওয়া আছে সেই লিঙ্কে যোগাযোগ করে এই পিডিএফগুলিকে কালেকশন করে নাও। আর এই ভিডিওটা যদি কেউ উচ্চারণ বুঝতে বা কোথাও সমস্যা হয়, ভিডিওটা একবার শুনে নেবে। তাহলে ভিডিওটাকে কমপ্লিট দেখো। ভিডিও ভালো লাগলে অবশ্যই এটাকে একটা লাইক করো। চ্যানেলে নতুন এসে থাকলে চ্যানেলকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার সাথে সাথে পাশের বেল বাটনে প্রেস করো, যাতে করে পরবর্তীকালে এই ধরনের ভিডিওর লিঙ্ক তোমরা সরাসরি পেতে পারো। টোটাল সলভ করা রয়েছে এই ভিডিওতে। দেখো, প্রথম যে কোশ্চেন রয়েছে, গিভ মেটাফরিক্যাল মিনিং অফ দ্য টাইটেল ডাউন দ্য র্যাবিট হোল। অ্যান্সার হচ্ছে মেটাফরিক্যালি ডাউন দ্য র্যাবিট হোল মিনস এন্টারিং এ স্ট্রেঞ্জ, chaotic or logic defying situation. নেক্সট হচ্ছে ডেসক্রাইব দ্য র্যাবিট হোল। অ্যান্সার হচ্ছে ফিজিক্যালি দ্য হোল began like a tunnel under a hedge, then dipped suddenly like a deep well. Its walls were lined with cupboards, bookshelves, maps and pictures hung upon pegs. Next question হচ্ছে, who is the author of 3 questions and when was it first published? Answer হচ্ছে 3 questions is written by the great Russian author Leo Tolstoy. It was first published in the year 1903. Tolstoy is known for his moral stories that teach deep life lessons. This story also presents philosophical ideas through simple events and characters. Next question, how did the Tsar take care of the wounded man? Answer হচ্ছে, the Tsar showed great kindness to the wounded man. He washed the wound carefully and bandaged it with his handkerchief and a towel. He repeatedly cleaned and tied the wound until the bleeding stopped. He also gave him water to drink and carried him into the hut to rest safely. Next question রয়েছে, there is no sophistry in my body, explain with reference to the context. First line বলছে এখানে দেখো, the line is spoken by the hawk while describing its nature. Sophistry means false reasoning or clever argument. The hawk says it does not justify or explain its actions. It kills naturally and directly. The line shows the hawk's honesty in violence and its belief that power needs no excuse. Next question হচ্ছে, to love that well which thou must live ere long, explain with reference to context. Answer হচ্ছে, the line occurs in the final couplet of Sonnet 73. Here the poet addresses his beloved. He realizes that his life is nearing its end. This awareness makes the beloved love him more deeply, knowing that separation by death is inevitable. Next হচ্ছে, and the green belts begin to slide closer to the poles. Explain with reference to the context. Answer হচ্ছে, the line and the green belts begin to slide closer to the poles refers to the effect of global warming. Due to rising temperatures, fertile agricultural zones will shift away from the equator. Climate change will face crops to grow only in cooler polar regions, causing loss of productive land and human suffering. Next question হচ্ছে, what is the meaning of no falsifying dream? Answer হচ্ছে, no falsifying dream means no false hope, imagination or illusion. The hawk lives in reality, not in dreams or emotions. It is fully aware of its purpose to kill and survive. The phrase highlights the hawk's clear minded focus and suggests that nature is free from self-deception or moral confusion. Next হচ্ছে, এখানে দেয়া আছে গ্রামারের কোয়েশ্চেন, টেকিং পিটি অন দ্য মাউস দ্য ম্যাজিশিয়ান টার্নড ইট ইন্টু এ র্যাট। স্প্লিট করতে বলেছে। অ্যান্সার হবে দ্য ম্যাজিশিয়ান টুক পিটি অন দ্য মাউস। আর 2 নম্বর সেন্টেন্স হচ্ছে, হি টার্নড ইট ইন্টু এ ক্যাট হবে। নেক্সট, টিনা হ্যাড টু প্রেজেন্ট দ্য পেপার টুডে, ন্যান্সি ভলেন্টিয়ার টু ডু ইট। Join into 2 sentences to form a compound sentence. Answer হচ্ছে, Tina had to present the paper today but Nancy volunteered to do it. Next question হচ্ছে, article preposition দিয়ে fill in the blanks. Epigraphy had been a lively political cum religious activity in the subcontinent before the advent of Indian literature in the final centuries BCE. Next question is Rohan said, we represented our school in the inter-school football championship and we are winners. Rohan said that they had represented their school in the inter-school football championship and they were the winners. Next, 5 more question. How does Moria achieve peace at the end of the play, Riders to the Sea? At the end of the play, Moria achieves peace through complete acceptance of fate. She has lost her husband and all her sons to the sea. When Bertle's body is brought home, she realizes that the sea can take nothing more from her. Her suffering has reached its end. She stops resisting fate and submits herself to God's will. Moria sprinkles holy water and prays calmly. Her grief turns into quiet resignation. She feels a sense of rest and relief. This acceptance brings her inner peace. Death, which once caused fear, now gives her freedom from anxiety and sorrow. Next question, discuss biblical significance of the title Riders to the Sea. Answer, the title Riders to the Sea has strong biblical significance. It reminds us of passages from the Bible where human beings are helpless before God's power. In the Bible, the sea often symbolizes chaos, death, and divine authority. The riders are the men who go to sea knowing they may never return. Like biblical figures, they submit to God's will. The title suggests that human life is controlled by a higher power. Just as no one can escape God's judgment, no one can escape the sea. Thus, the title reflects faith, suffering, and submission to divine will. Next question is, how did Alice feel when she saw the beautiful garden through the little door? Answer, when Alice looked through the tiny door, she saw the loveliest garden she had ever seen. She felt a strong desire to leave the dark, lonely hall. She longed to wander among the bright flower beds and cool fountains. However, she felt very sad and frustrated because she was too large to fit through the door. She even wished she could shut up like a telescope. Her feelings were a mix of wonder at the beauty and disappointment because she could not reach it. Next question, describe the events leading to the encounter between the Tsar and the wounded man. Explain why the man initially sought revenge. Why did his perspective change by the end of the story? Answer, while the Tsar was helping the hermit by digging the ground, a bearded man suddenly ran out of the forest, badly wounded and bleeding. He collapsed near them. The Tsar and the hermit treated his wound and saved his life. Earlier, the man had planned to kill the Tsar because the Tsar had executed his brother and seized his property. This filled him with hatred. However, the Tsar's kindness changed his heart. Instead of killing him, the Tsar saved his life. This act transformed revenge into forgiveness and loyalty. Next question, the actions and the physical features of the hawk is a symbolic representation of its place within a larger and brutal natural order. Discuss. Answer, the hawk's physical feature like hooked beak, sharp claws, and strong wings symbolize its role as a predator. Its actions, killing, tearing flesh, and dominating from above, show the cruelty of nature. The hawk does not feel pity or guilt. It kills to survive. Ted Hughes presents the hawk as a perfect product of nature. Nature itself is hurt and violence. Survival depends on power. Through the hawk's body and behavior, the poet shows that brutality is natural. The hawk follows instinct, not emotion. This reflects the larger natural order. What kind of love has been discussed in Sonnet 73? Answer, Sonnet 73. In Sonnet 73, Shakespeare speaks about mature and selfless love. It is not youthful or passionate love. It is deep and understanding love. The poet shows his old age and nearness to death. Still, the beloved continues to love him. This love grows stronger because it knows loss is near. It is a love based on sympathy, care, and awareness of time. The beloved values the poet more because life is short. Thus, the sonnet presents thoughtful, emotional, and lasting love. It teaches that true love becomes deeper in the face of mortality. Next question হচ্ছে discuss the interconnectedness of emotional and environmental landscapes in Carl Dennis's The Greenhouse Effect. Answer: in The Greenhouse Effect, Carl Dennis closely connects the damaged environment with human emotions. As nature suffers due to global warming, human life also becomes insecure and poor. The loss of fertile land, crowded cities, and decaying buildings create feelings of fear, anxiety, and helplessness. The poem shows how environmental decline leads to emotional decline. People accept loss silently and try to comfort themselves, showing emotional numbness. The calm tone of the poem hides a deep worry and sadness about the future. Thus, Dennis shows that when the natural world is disturbed, human emotions and mental peace are also deeply affected. নেক্সট কোয়েশ্চেন আসছে, এখানে আমাদের একটা এসে লিখতে হবে। এসে টাইটেল হচ্ছে ফেস্টিভ্যালস মাস্ট বি সেলিব্রেটেড রেসপন্সিবলি। অ্যান্সার হচ্ছে ফেস্টিভ্যালস আর অ্যান ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট অফ আওয়ার কালচার। দে সেলিব্রেট unity in diversity and bring people together. India celebrates many festivals like Durga Puja, Diwali, Eid, Christmas, and Holi. These festivals reflect our rich tradition and heritage. However, lack of responsibility during festivals can create problems. Loud sound systems cause noise pollution, firecrackers increase air pollution and harm health. Plastic waste and water pollution also rise during festivals. Responsible celebration can enhance real joy and happiness. Using eco-friendly materials, limiting noise, and avoiding wastage help protect the environment. Celebrating festivals with care spreads happiness without harming others. Thus, festivals should be enjoyed with responsibility, respect, and awareness to preserve both culture and nature. নেক্সট আরেকটা এসে আছে, রিডিং বায়োগ্রাফিজ। A biography is the life story of a famous or inspiring person written by someone else. Reading biographies gives us a window into the lives of a great personality. It helps us understand their struggles, failures, and achievements. Biographies contain insightful anecdotes that teach valuable life lessons. They show how great people faced challenges and overcame difficulties with courage and determination. Such stories inspire readers to remain hopeful and hardworking. Reading biographies also helps build moral values and confidence. It encourages students to set goals and work honestly to achieve them. The experiences shared in biographies guide us in real life. Therefore, reading biographies is not only informative but also motivating. It helps shape character and develop a positive attitude towards life. নেক্সট হচ্ছে আমরা ইমেল লিখবো। একটা ইমেল লিখতে হবে টু দ্য প্রিন্সিপাল অফ স্কুল রিকোয়েস্টিং টু অ্যারেঞ্জ এ ভিজিট টু বিল্ড আ প্ল্যানেটোরিয়াম। এখানে কে লিখছে আর কাকে উদ্দেশ্য করে লিখছে দুটো ইমেল আইডি লিখে দিতে হবে। Subject: request to arrange an educational visit to build a planetarium. Respected Sir, Madam, I hope you are well. I am a student of class 12 science of your school. I am writing this email to request you to kindly arrange an educational visit to the Build a Planetarium, Kolkata. There are 45 students in our class. We wish to visit the planetarium to learn more about astronomy and space science. It will help us to understand our physics lessons better. The visual shows will make learning interesting and clear. Such a visit will also increase our scientific interest. I hope you will consider our request and take necessary steps. Thanking you, yours obediently, দিয়ে এখানে নাম এবং স্ট্রিম। পরে আরেকটা ইমেল আছে যেখানে বলা হয়েছে টু দ্য স্টোর ওনার অফ এ বুক শপ প্লেস টু অর্ডার এ নিউ বুকস। বই এর দোকানদারকে বই কেনার জন্য একটা অর্ডার প্লেস করছো। কে লিখছে, কাকে লিখছে? সাবজেক্ট: অর্ডার ফর নিউ বুকস। রেসপেক্টেড স্যার, ম্যাডাম, I am writing this email to place an order for new books for my personal study. I require English, history, and geography books for class 12, and the total number of books required is 30 copies. I kindly request you to deliver the books within the next 10 days as they are urgently needed for academic use. Please ensure that all books are in good condition and properly packaged to avoid any damage. I hope you will confirm the order soon and inform me about the total cost. Thanking you, yours sincerely, দিয়ে তোমার নাম এবং কোথা থেকে লিখছো সেটা বলতে হবে। এরপর আসি আমরা ব্লগ রাইটিংয়ে। রাইটে ব্লগ কি লিখতে হবে না, বেনিফিট অ্যান্ড ড্রব্যাকস অফ ই লার্নিং এর বেনিফিট এবং ড্রব্যাক নিয়ে লিখতে হবে। আমরা শুরু করছি লেখা, দ্য বেনিফিটস অফ অ্যান্ড ড্রব্যাকস অফ ই লার্নিং, রিটেন বাই, একজনের নাম দিতে হবে, তোমার নামটা দিতে হবে এখানে। ই লার্নিং মিনস লার্নিং থ্রু দ্য ইন্টারনেট অ্যান্ড উইথ দ্য হেল্প অফ কম্পিউটার্স or mobile devices. It is different from conventional classroom learning because students do not need to sit in a classroom. Teachers and students connect online. E-learning has many benefits. It is flexible and time-saving. Students can learn from home. Online videos and study materials help in better understanding. However, e-learning also has drawbacks. Many students face poor internet problems. There is less personal interaction. Students may lose concentration. Therefore, a balanced approach is needed. E-learning and classroom learning should work together for effective education. পরে আরেকটা ব্লগ আছে যেটা হচ্ছে দ্য জয় অফ ট্রাভেলিং, এটা নিয়ে লিখতে হবে। তো আমরা লিখছি জয় অফ ট্রাভেলিং, রিটেন বাই, নাম লিখে দেবে একটা। Traveling brings happiness and refreshes our mind. It is a welcome deviation from daily monotony. It helps us forget stress and routine work. Traveling allows us to explore new landscapes. We see mountains, seas, forests, and historical places. We also get introduced to new cultures. Different food, clothes, and traditions attract us. Traveling brings a change in perspective. We learn to respect people and nature. It makes us open-minded and confident. Thus, traveling is not only enjoyment, it is a meaningful experience that teaches us many lessons. তো এই ছিল আজকের ভিডিওর বিষয়বস্তু, যেখানে আমি এইচএস কাউন্সিল থেকে প্রকাশিত মডেল কোয়েশ্চেন সেট ইংলিশ বি সেমিস্টার 4 এর জন্য তার সেট 2টা এখানে সলভ করে দেখালাম টোটাল। এই ভিডিওটি ভালো লাগলে অবশ্যই এটাকে একটা লাইক করো। চ্যানেলে নতুন এসে থাকলে চ্যানেলকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করার সাথে সাথে পাশের বেল বাটনে প্রেস করো, যাতে করে পরবর্তীকালে এই ধরনের ভিডিওর লিঙ্ক তোমরা সরাসরি পেতে পারো। দেখা হবে নেক্সট ভিডিওতে। টিল দেন, গুড বাই অ্যান্ড থ্যাংক ইউ।